Hello and welcome to Law of Money with me, Vivek Law. Today we are going to put the spotlight on tax. It's an issue which scares all of us, and it's an issue which is topmost on our mind. How do I save tax? Joining me over the next few weeks is Kuldeep Kumar, who is the partner and personal tax lead at PwC India. The other big question that people have is, and there are a lot of people who probably have realized now with all the kind of publicity that the government has been doing towards filing taxes and the kind of commentary that is coming out from experts like you, that I should have filed my returns but I did not, and now I want to make good and file my returns maybe of last year, maybe of a year ago, before that as well. What do the rules say on that? If you have, for whatever reason, not been able to file your tax returns, is there a recourse?
Yes, very good question. And if you have not filed tax returns, say for example for the year 2015 and 16 financial year, so you still have a time to file this return by 31st of March 2018.
Okay.
Now first you need to determine that whether you had the filing obligation, and if it was yes, you need to file the return. And second is that assuming that you also need to see whether any taxes are payable, and if any taxes are payable and those taxes have also not been paid, then you need to be a little careful about. One is that those taxes need to be paid, and along with the interest, etc. At the same time, where the tax evaded is more than 3,000 rupees, even there are provisions of prosecution as well.
Okay.
And now another question arises that how anybody would come to know. And thanks to the technology which the tax authorities are using, and many of the taxpayers actually used to get the notice or the SMS that you have not filed your tax return for the last year, please do the filing. And even if, and when you will go to your income tax e-filing account, and you will see in the pending action, there may be a pending action, pending, which will say you have not filed the tax return for the X year. So you need to do the action on that. So either if you are having a filing obligation, you will need to file the tax return and submit the response, or otherwise if you are not having the filing obligation, for example your income was below the taxable limit, then you need to mention that my income was below the taxable limit. So in which case that action will get disposed of. But with the way the technology is being used, the way the PAN, Aadhaar, other financial records are being used, so it is more likely that if you have been filing the return and if any year is missed, so most probably you are likely to get a notice or an intimation from the tax authorities that please file the tax return.
Thank you very much, Kuldeep, for talking to us here on Law of Money and clarifying lots of issues that concern people as far as their tax is concerned. We'll keep this conversation going. Thank you very much.
Thank you.